This is a review on an expensive but really well-made hardcover book called Spider-Man Chronicle, celebrating 50 years of web slinging. DK Books, and the cover price is $50 US. It actually came in here in this slipcase format, so I'm just going to get that out of the way. And what this Spider-Man Chronicle is about is it covers the history of the character. Everything from the earliest days of the character to the present, all the years, all the decades. And I can tell you as a big Spider-Man fan that they did their research on this book. And it shows the reproduction quality is really nice. The paper quality, the coloring, and it goes everything from the very first appearance of Spider-Man and all of the other titles he has, all of the crossovers. Everything is mentioned from the 60s and 70s to 80s, 90s, and to the last decade or so. It goes into all of the important details. And I guess the only real spoiler is that if you read this book and you didn't know what happened in each issue, this would sort of give you the result of what happened. In other words, it's like a recap of a story. So instead of reading the whole story, you'd get the highlights of what the issue is about. And that's exactly what this book does. But for fans who know the history, or you followed the character for years, and you'd like to see like a recap as well as things you missed, I mean, this is a great volume of Spider-Man history. And I like how it's only focused on the comic books, not the movies or other tie-in material like merchandise. It's all about the comics and the history of the character at Marvel. And it's just really well made. They have a nice composition between showing comic covers and comic panels and text. It's a pretty good even divide between the story, the text, and the art. It's a really well made, the balance of this book. And that's what this book is about. Basically, a huge chunk of the history of the character. And you don't even have to read it in order. You know, it's not one of those books that you gotta read it chapter after chapter. You could pick and choose what's interesting, what looks good, and then read up on it. There's so much Spider-Man history here. It will be hours and hours of reading to get through this whole book. I haven't gotten through this whole book at all yet. And it's just really well made. So I would definitely recommend this book for Spider-Man fans who followed the character for years, or for those fans who are interested in reading about the character and the early days, even though, as I said, it might spoil the issues if you then buy them in order. But you really can't lose with this book. So overall, Spider-Man Chronicle, 50 years of character, by DK Books. Really good, informative book, thoroughly researched, and has a good balance between showing art and writing, and I would highly recommend it for Spider-Man fans. So thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, and talk to you later.